Hi everyone, I'm Talia. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you like this video and you want to see more like it. And if you don't already, follow me on Instagram. That's where you'll get the newest and greatest news over at Brightly Imagined. Hello everyone! The new year is upon us and it is time to start thinking about what do we want out of 2019. So I've been working a lot on this already. So this is part one where I'm going to talk about my goals, goal setting, how I kind of evaluated what my goals were going to be and then setting them. So this is my Happy Planner bullet journal hybrid. I Franken plan in this as well, so I have different inserts and things. I'm also trying out a nifty little trick that I got from Whimsy Lindsay, and I will link her in the description in her video where she talks about transformer planning. So if you guys haven't already seen this, it is really crazy and kind of cool. I'm only doing it with one planner cover, but you could do this with multiple planner covers. So here is my regular cover, and these are the inserts that came with it. I only have the first 4 months in here because that's all I was planning on having at a time anyway for my regular Happy Planner. And then what you have over here is the back of another planner. So if you look at this planner when it's closed, it looks just like any other planner. And then when you get to this back page, what you do is you just open this and see you have the back and the front facing each other, and then lifting it up, now it's a whole nother planner. So I thought that was such a cute idea. It's kind of getting popular on the internet, so I thought I'd share with you guys in case you haven't seen it and want to go check it out. And people are doing it with more than one planner, so that's really cool. And I kind of just liked it to keep it separate. I mean, you could do it a lot, but I just wanted to do just a little bit because I actually like the way I set up the planner with my dividers. So as you can see, when I open up this one, I have my dividers for my other sections, and I really like the way I set that up, so I don't even really need this, but it's kind of fun. I really liked this cover also, this Hello Happiness, and I thought that would be kind of fun to kind of separate the planner from the support materials, so that's kind of what I went with right there. Okay, so where I have my goals is obviously in my goals section, and I created a whole separate section for that because fitness was a big goal and home was a big section that I wanted, but I thought I needed a catch-all for other things that I was working on. So we're going to go into that tab right now. And like I said, this is very bullet journaling. I use my dot grid paper to make an index, and I left a lot of room for index. I don't know if I'll need that much, but I did, and if I need to add something else in there, a quote to use up a page, then I will, because I thought I could do that too. Use some kind of an inspirational quote right here and then just use this one page for my index. So my first thing is my level 10 life, and then my level 10 goals for 2019, and then my work-life compass. So I'm going to show you those three things that I did for my goals. Okay, so this is a little different from how my level 10 life normally looks. So level 10 life is from Miracle Morning with Hal Elrod. So if you've seen this in the past, this is my bullet journal from 2 years ago, and so I was doing the same 10 categories, and you're supposed to rank them on a level of 1 to 10. And the goal is to try to get all of them in level 10. So what I adapted this year was I felt like these were very subjective. I did these years, and like this year I was super positive. There's nothing below a 6. And a lot of times I would give myself these 9s, or like my romance, this one I only gave myself an 8, but like this year I would have given myself a 9 because I would have been like, well, I wish we had more date nights, but that's kind of trivial. It's like the relationship's going great, so it really should be almost like a 10, but I never gave myself a 10 usually. And I said, that's too many layers. It's just too much. And then these numbers down here below 6 were kind of useless, and it just makes the chart confusing. So what I decided to do this year was I combined that with Designing Your Life. And if you haven't seen that book, here it is. This is Designing Your Life by Bill Burnett and Dave Evans, and it's how to build a well-lived, joyful life. And this is a really good book. I don't do a lot of book recommendations, but I bought this book, I bought the workbook, and I bought the audiobook so I can listen to it when I don't have time to sit down and read it. So yeah, I pretty much really like this book. And so if you want to know what I think is really helpful, this is really helpful. And in Designing Your Life, they only do 4 categories, but they do it with a gas tank type meter. So empty, quarter, half, 3/4, and full on where you are. So I thought, you know what, that's a lot less subjective. That's 4. So I did that with these to see if I could get a clearer picture of what I want to work on for this year. And what you can see is then I start giving myself more 10s, like my personal development, my spirituality, my marriage, fun, giving. All those, I mean, they're full. Like, yeah, sure, there were like, I could nitpick and say, oh, I should give more. But things are really going good. They're really good in all these areas, and I have a lot of fun. So it eliminates the ambiguity to me. It makes it more clear on what really needs to be done. And then we go to the next page, level 10 goals. And I put this little thing here to say, I want more, but I have enough for my 5 categories that I feel like I am full on level 10ing it. So I kind of just did that with a little love emoji because I'm so happy about all those areas of my life. And then what I did is I started with the lowest ones and then I worked my way up to the higher ones. And what I did is I said, since there's 3 empty bars in these, maybe I'll make 3 goals for that section. So for health, I made 3 goals. I said add meal planning to the fitness section. So I wanted to get into meal planning, and so I kind of almost jumped over the goal and just went straight into what I needed to do. So I wanted to add a meal planning section to my fitness area. I want to track my food daily, and that will also be in my fitness area, and exercise daily. So I'm creating trackers for my food and my fitness to stay on top of that, as well as meal planning. So I'm not just tracking the food, I'm preemptively planning what I'm going to eat. And then with my career, I need to write 30 minutes a day at the same time, cut down on electronics for creativity, because when you're on your phone and stuff a lot, I realize that like creativity goes down. I just turn into like an absorption machine where I'm just like taking it in. And so I'm trying to cut down on that, and also just reading, because reading leads to better writing. So I really liked how this helped me, so that's why I wanted to share it kind of thoroughly with you guys, because I think it might help you. And then the last one, and this is also from Designing Your Life, I haven't finished it yet, but I made a little compass, and I can kind of show you what it looked like. I did this on a previous video, personal development planning, I think, in a journal. And this is my see, it's from Designing Your Life, and I did the dashboard before. These are their 4 categories that they do. And then I have my work-life view, and again, this is from 2 years ago, but yeah, I write about things that I think about work and things I think about life, and I wrote a whole bunch of them, and I was thinking about distilling them down into just a few sentences and kind of making it into something that I write on here, like just little quotes, maybe even just like 4 of them, like big things that are my life missions. So I'm going to write those in. Probably like, I know one of my big things is sharing with others. I like to, that's why I do the channel. That's why I write. I like to give someone joy or insight. And that's what I'm looking for here. So I would probably write that here as one of my big things. I want to give joy and insight to others. So yeah, so that's what's going to go right there. And that is all I have for setting up my goals. And if you stick around for part 2, I'll show you my fitness section all set up. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for that one. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.